and welcome back to the second part of the Danube Diaries. This week in part 2 we are going to be crossing the border into Austria, and let me tell you, it's full of surprises. Let's find out together what hidden gems await us. Welcome to owmyback-packing. I'm Heather, an over 50s traveller, and after 4 months of incredible backpacking in Thailand, I'm back in Europe for the next 5 months, travelling in my little van across the beautiful continent on a budget. I'll be sharing real honest moments of life on the road, staying true to my backpacking spirit. Stay tuned as I explore hidden gems, meet amazing people, and embrace the freedom of van life. Let's get going and find that sun. Today I am in the last point of the River Danube, which is Passau in Germany, and after this point I'll be travelling over the border into, I believe, Austria. But today we're going to have a walk around Passau and see what this beautiful ancient city has to offer. Quite a pleasant looking town so far. I'm just wandering through these super charming cobblestone streets surrounded by all these colourful buildings. The architecture here is a mix of Baroque and Gothic styles, really beautiful and full of character. As I stroll around, you can see how the buildings just blend history with everyday life. This is the Church of St Paul's, and yes, it's pink. Like many things in this area, it's been rebuilt many times, but it dates back to the 11th century. It certainly doesn't seem like such a tourist magnet. It's quite quiet. Maybe it's more like a working church. The interior is very interesting. It seems to be a lot of black and gold trim, and quite a few very old paintings tucked away here. It's really quite an interesting place. Like I said, it's super calm and quiet here. As you can see, St Paul's is far less showy and a lot more soulful. This pretty little garden is sitting up high and it overlooks the River Danube. And it's definitely getting bigger. Don't see many of those today. It's an actual hat making shop. And a shop that makes puppets. The bells are ringing all around the town. It's midday and it's really quite beautiful, from several different churches and the cathedral. So I'm just stopping for a coffee. Apparently the cathedral is closed this morning, which is typical. But it should be open after 12:30, so I'm going to grab a coffee and go and take a look inside. Life's always better with coffee. This is the Passau Cathedral, Passau Dom, and apparently they started building in 1073, and apparently it has the largest organ in the world, so hopefully it's open. Have you ever seen anything as amazing as this? Sadly, I was asked not to record in the cathedral, but it is absolutely stunning and totally worth a visit. It really did quite amaze me how beautiful it was. The current St Stephen's Cathedral was built in 1600s after a fire wiped out most of the old one, but there's been a church on this spot for over 1,000 years, so layers of history. These beautiful old streets make you dream of horseback riding, knights in armour, chucking your poo in the street. There's just so much history here. The camera does not do this place justice, nothing like justice. It's huge. Looks like they're rebuilding this side. This is Domplatz, the square right behind St Stephen's Cathedral. This spot has some serious history and it's been the heart of Passau for centuries, starting back in the 8th century when the first church was built here. Most of the buildings on this square are from the Baroque era and they're very grand. It's tiny cobbled little streets everywhere here. It's so pretty. Check out the hedge on that building. That up in the distance I think is the castle, but I've no idea how we get up there. I know one thing, I am not climbing up steps to get up there. That's huge. That river is getting wider and wider. That's crazy. This city has some beautiful architecture. This is along the little harbour area where a lot of the cruise ships dock, and a couple of day river trips as well. That's one of the big cruise ships there. This is how high the river flooded with the relevant years. I'm only as tall as 1920s flood. Along the street here, they've painted the cobbles for all the little artist shops. This place is just full of artist shops. It's really pretty. It's not all glitz and glamour. Sometimes you have to get the bus. I've had a lovely day today in Passau, and now I'm going to head back to my bus, cook something for tea, and then try and find somewhere nice to park up tonight. Hopefully with no traffic. Well, that escalated pretty quickly. I'm going to pull over in a minute, find somewhere to hunker down for the night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, and today I am crossing over the border into Austria and I'm quite excited. I've got to sort out the vignette at the border. I think I'll buy a 10-day one, which is like a road tax that you have to pay if you're not a resident. But yesterday I bought this and I just want to show you guys. So I bought this map and it's of the entire River Danube. Look at that! All the way down and then all the way out to sea in Romania. So I thought this might give me a bit of information and hopefully might be able to find some interesting spots on the way. So I'm just leaving Passau and I'm going to be heading towards Linz in Austria. Probably do a few stops on the way, definitely find some lunch somewhere hopefully. And first of all I've got to buy a vignette at the border, which I'm not quite sure how to do, but I'm sure I'll figure it out when I get there. I think there is apps available, but I know that you can buy it at the border, so I will probably give that a try. So I'm not quite sure what category the bus comes under. I think it's the same as a car, as obviously it's under 3.5 tonne, but I won't know till I get there. So I just pulled up to the border and everything's shut because apparently it's a bank holiday today. So I've just ordered the vignette through ADAC online using their app. I think it was €12.50 for 10 days, so that's absolutely fine. And now we can legally cross the border. These European border crossings are very anticlimactic once you're already in the Schengen zone. Just a couple of kilometres into Austria and the scenery has just changed so much. It's bizarre. It's like a man-made line. Suddenly everything is completely different. So I'm heading to Linz, but I've just seen a signpost for an abbey, and I've had a quick look on Google and it looks really quite pretty, so I'm going to go and check it out. It's only about 10-15 minutes from Linz, but it'll be worth having a look at before we get there. So I've just pulled over. I'm going to go and have a look around Wiltering Abbey. The Abbey is set in this beautiful garden. Look at the size of that tree. This stone says 1146. I'm not sure if that's the year of the Abbey or if that's how old the gardens are. But there's a beautiful weeping willow over there. Look at that. It's really pretty here. I'm underneath the willow right now and there's a beautiful pond here. Look at that. It's huge. I love these trees. According to that sign there, this weeping willow is 300 years old. Really, really pretty. According to that sign, this tree is more than 2,500 years old. God, I bet that's in some sights. This is a rather impressive building. Let's go and take a look around. As you can see, the architecture here is classic Baroque with intricate details in the stonework. The statues that line the courtyard add this quiet solemnity to the whole place. It's the kind of spot where you could just pause and take in the surroundings for hours. Let's go and take a look inside. The area is just huge. Those towering vaulted ceilings are what really get you. It's like they were built to make you feel small, but in a good way. Let's go and see if we can get in here. As we step into this church, this is where it really hits you. The combination of the architecture, the art and the atmosphere. The church is so open with these huge arches that seem to stretch forever. What is this place? It's absolutely beautiful. The church is a masterpiece with its stunning Baroque details, high altars and breathtaking paintings. You can tell the space was built not just for function, but to inspire awe. It's no surprise this is a place of reflection and reverence. And like any good abbey, it's got a lovely little coffee shop. So I'm going to go and grab myself a coffee. That abbey was absolutely beautiful. But now I'm going to head into Linz. I found a parking spot, hopefully right next to a tram stop. Apparently it's legal to park there for one night, as Austria is apparently a little tricky to find somewhere to stay. So I've just arrived in Linz and I made myself a quick lunch and I'm going to head off on the tram and go and have a look around the city. But I just wanted to show you that not everywhere is perfect when you park up, but it's still free. At the tram station and I've got to try and buy a ticket. Wish me luck. Right, that's easy. Even a divvy like me could do that. Sets it into whatever language you want, obviously English down here, and it was €3. Just going over the Danube on the tram to the Hauptstraße, which I think means centre. So I've just got off the tram and I'm greeted with that. It is huge. This place is pretty cool. This is the old post tram and it's still running today as a tourist attraction. It's been running since 1891 apparently. I'm standing in the square in Linz, the third largest city in Austria, and the mix of historic Baroque buildings and modern energy here is incredible. Check out these amazing sculptures on the corner of some of the buildings. They really add a unique charm to the city. Linz is not just a beautiful city, it's also a vibrant university town with a huge focus on art and culture. I'm standing in one of the very many hidden courtyards in Linz. Absolutely beautiful. Another square. On the ground there are these big openings, ditches, troughs, I don't know what you call them. They have glass around them so you don't fall down, but it's all the old city walls down there. I've just come across this charming little shop tucked away in an arcade. It's a wonderful display of traditional clothing and costumes. The display cases are filled with vibrant outfits, showcasing the rich cultural heritage of the region. So I've just stopped off for a little ice cream. Let's see what this is like. The best things I've found since I've been in Europe, in Belgium and Holland and Germany and now Austria, is that lots of the ice creams, mostly the fruit ones, don't have milk, which is fantastic because I have such a rotten milk allergy. Now I can pick out as much as I like. I'm just standing outside Linz Cathedral. That is pretty magnificent. I'm going to go and take a peek inside and hopefully we're allowed to record. There's a service going on in there, so not a lot of recording. I've just bought a ticket for €10 on the little yellow tourist train.
Directly in front of you, you can see one of the landmarks of Linz.
The magnificent corner house with its richly ornamented facade is the old Apothekerhut, is proof that pharmacists were all but impoverished in the 17th and 18th century.
Right, I'm going to leave Linz because it is a bit busy for me as the road's really busy right there. And I'm going to head down the river a little further and see if we can find anywhere nice to stay.
Exit right onto B119, then turn left.
So I've just found this place in a little town called Ardagar, and it's a free camping area and it's on the Danube. Let's go and check this out.
Your destination is on the left.
Just found the perfect little spot. I'm actually really chuffed with this. So today I'm just going to do a bit of housekeeping in here. I've had a bit of a tidy up and I've just emptied my cupboard out here of all the hot clothes, as in cold weather clothes, and I've just put the box up here which I store in the back, and I've just swapped them. So I put all my summery stuff in the cupboard up there and all the really cold clothes for the winter in the box, and the box will go under the bed, hidden away, hopefully till about October. We can but hope. So I always said I was going to keep this channel as honest as possible, and I just want to show you the realities of trying to edit some YouTube videos when you're parked up in ultimately a public place. I've got the fan running just here, which is also loud, which I have to keep turning on and off because you can pick it up on the audio. Now listen to this. Got somebody over the road cutting stones. So I'm trying to do a little bit of a voiceover on one of my videos, and the reality is I have this going on behind me. I'm in my little camper. It's 26 degrees, which is actually perfect because I love the hot weather, but I've got the fan running, which makes a noise. The Bluetti is heating up. It makes a noise. I've got the Mac here, look. I've got the Mac and my phone. And everything's noisy. And all I want to do is do some recording. So it's not all roses and sunshine. Sometimes it's a complete pain in the bum. Just wanted to put it out there. Don't want you to think I'm living the life of Riley here, because every day is a freaking struggle one way or another. But I still wouldn't give it up for anything because I love every day. Still at this lovely little park up. I really enjoyed it. Bit of peace and quiet. Met a lovely guy next to me who is also a YouTuber. I'll introduce you in a bit. But for the time being, the sun's out, which means only one thing. Going to get the solar panels out and charge the Bluetti up. Well, as always, when I'm on my adventures, I run into other people who are doing exactly the same as me, and it's great to meet new people, and I'll just introduce you.
Hello, my name's Lance, and this is Walter.
Let me show you. Walter, he's a lovely big Kontiki.
Now, he's 32 years old, he's an old boy, and he keeps plodding on, doing very, very well. So we've come all the way through France, down to the bottom near Monaco, come over across the top of Italy, into Slovenia, into Austria, then to Hungary, back into Austria, and then I'm heading back through Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium, and back into France.
So you also have a YouTube channel?
I do. It's Wandering Walter.
Lovely.
I've been going for the last couple of years. I've been living in Walter now for 2 years.
Brilliant.
Which has been interesting, and seen some fantastic places and met some fantastic people like yourself.
Yeah, it is a really great lifestyle, and I enjoy meeting new people. And for anyone that's following and subscribing to me, please follow along for Wandering Walter as well. Like, subscribe and share.
That's the one. Thank you very much.
All right, well, enjoy your travels and take care.
You too. Have a great time. Bye-bye.
So I'm just taking a quick drive to the local supermarket, which is an Aldi. I was looking on Google to try and find an Aldi or Lidl's, and I had a lot of trouble, couldn't find it anywhere. Apparently they're called Hoofa over here, which is quite interesting. Welcome to Hoofa. I'm just taking a quick drive along the river as I was heading to Lidl's, or heading back from Lidl's, and I just want to show you what this place is like. It's like a living train set. It's absolutely breathtaking. I'm not exaggerating, it's stunning. Let me show you. There's a lovely little marina here, and then over there to the river. So I've got this beautiful railway bridge going across here, and then a little stream going out to the Danube, and a beautiful mill. It's just so pretty everywhere I go. It's just castle after castle. So I've decided I'm going to go and try and find a train ride so that I can ride along all these beautiful bridges behind me. And I think that might be a really good way to get into Vienna. Park about 45-50 minutes outside, get the train, and then take a ride. So I've just had a bit of an epiphany. Since I got back from Thailand, I have been rushing my bum off, basically. Rushing here, rushing there, all over the place. Kind of trying to get to the next spot, you know, find the next best place, etc. I'm not really sure why. I have no idea why I'm doing that. I really don't need to. I don't need to be anywhere at any point. So I am just gonna travel a little bit slower and chill out. It's time to enjoy every single day and what's around me. So I'm just missing out, which is my own fault. Today I'm going to get the e-scooters out and go and have a look around the local area and maybe take a little whiz along by the Danube, as it's an absolutely gorgeous sunny day and I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. Oh, for goodness sake. Why is mine a dud? Here we go. Just going to go out and explore the park up that I'm at the moment. It's a lovely evening, I know that much. This is such a beautiful area. I keep saying it, I'm so surprised with Austria, how beautiful it is. Let's go and take a peek of the Danube again. Do 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 do. That is beautiful. Look at that. It's so lovely. That is just beautiful. That's it from me this week in Danube Diaries. I will be heading week 3 towards Vienna. Hopefully I'll be able to spend a day or two in Vienna and have a look around. If you've enjoyed these videos, please like, subscribe and share, and follow along next week for more. Take care.